It's time once again for comments from trolls. And this week we've got one that starts us off from a guy by the name of Robert Linton, who says, well, this had to do with the Kent Hovind talking about broccoli and how God created that and man didn't create that kind of thing.
Yeah,
anyway, you guys are not armchair scientists. You might have forgot a couple of words in that sentence there, buddy. You guys are not armchair scientists. Armchair scientists? Maybe. More like armchair idiots. Oh, damn. Oh, man, fucking owned. We better just quit doing this whole thing, Kyle. We just need to stop. This is not going to happen anymore. Sorry, guys.
We must.
I'm not a believer in God. Hence, it's not a reason for my position.
Okay.
Are you front-loading? It sounds like he's trying to front-load there. He's like, I'm an atheist like you. So don't think that's my position here. So, okay. All right. You three started out attack Kent's degree, which doesn't necessarily indicate a person's academic abilities.
Okay, well,
hard disagree.
It does demonstrate somebody's academic ability, provided that degree is from an actual academic institution, which his is not.
His is from some upstate Bible church. Oh no, it's a out of a like shed kind of Bible institution thing where I used to know the name of it. I don't fucking care to remember all these details sometimes. So fuck me for not knowing Kent Hovind's pedigree here. However, I want you to realize, Mr. Robert Linton, if you're an atheist, that you are in the position of defending Kent Hovind.
That's not a position that, well, first off, that's not a position that anybody should ever find themselves in. That's it's like trying to defend the Alamo. It doesn't work.
Oh, that was a clusterfuck of the biggest order. Let's see. We're not armchair scientists. None of us ever claim to be. If you watch the intro thing, we have people just ripping us every fucking week, like you guys are idiots. And yeah, we get that already. We okay, what else you got? It's like, this is an entertainment channel. This is an entertainment show. Everybody's like, why do you always rip on the Christians and all the other stuff? Like, because people need this kind of comedy. They need to fucking blow off some steam, and we help them sometimes do that. All right, he says, I've seen Ivy School graduate that are idiots and lesser school grads who run circles around them. Okay, Robert, I do not have my bachelor's degree. However, I am in one of the top echelon positions in a company that I work for. The education doesn't mean a fucking thing when it comes to aptitude and being able to handle certain workloads and stuff. It doesn't mean anything. It has to do with people's attitude towards things. It has to do with how willing they are to work on things, how willing they are to learn things. Getting an academic degree says that, yes, you're willing to work your ass off towards something and have a goal. It means that you are learned in that specific field. I don't think Robert even understands like how degrees work. Like, in order for
it doesn't sound like it.
For Kent Hovind, if he was a doctor, he would have to first have finished a bachelor's in that field of study.
Yeah, and then a master's.
Moved into a graduate school, which would be master's degree, which would further refine what he was learning in that subject. I mean, the only thing I could think of that might circumvent this whole thing that I'm bringing up here is that people can get masters in business administration with having degrees that are not business degrees. So
yeah, that's possible. I mean, you can go into graduate school in a field
that's not related to your bachelor's.
That's not related to your bachelor's. But
however, to go from master's to doctorate, that means you are laser focusing what you were studying for master's into something else. So he would have to be actually pretty learned about whatever science that he claimed to have been taught or knows about. And he doesn't know a fucking thing. He was talking about broccoli being something. How did that come to be? Because humans intervened in it. We made broccoli the way it is. But yet, no, go ahead and defend him. Yeah, that's fine.
Sure. Yeah.
Good job, Robert.
And yeah, I mean, you're right. Yes. Having an accredited degree does not necessarily make you an incredibly intelligent person. It means you could do the work. It means you were able to complete the program, but that doesn't really say anything about your actual intellect or ability to think critically about anything. Yeah.
That's funny. All right, and the next one that we have up here is from Victoria Johnson. I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that Victoria is a female, because usually that's a female name. And this happened to be on the video that we did for telling Dave Silverman to go away.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because he made a really fucking half-assed an apology. He tried.
It was more of a quarter ass. I mean, there really wasn't much there.
So Victoria says, I thought it was the Christians who had an inflated sense of righteousness. Okay, let me finish this up. Let me finish this off and then we'll talk about that. Yes, let's attack one of our own. There's strike number 2. Because he doesn't measure up to your moral code. Okay. My moral code? If rape or sexual assault is to be hands dusted off, be like, I'm okay with that. He's still doing a great job for us atheists out there in the world. No, get the fuck out of here. That's like one of the cutoffs. That's one of the few things that makes me go, okay, I am absolutely not paying attention to anything this person says ever again, because sexual assault and or rape.
Right. Right. But I mean, he doesn't live up to our moral code. Our moral code includes holding everyone accountable for their own actions.
Yeah, don't get it fucking twisted. I'm not going after Dave Silverman just because he's Dave Silverman of American Atheists. I'm going after somebody that had our support and then managed to fucking bungle that whole thing up by getting stuck in their own fucking ego. If my old man decided at some point that he wanted to sexually assault somebody, I'd cut them out of my life as well. It doesn't mean that I'm going to give somebody a pass just because they happen to be famous. Are you fucking kidding me?
No passes. No passes.
And that's
the way this works.
What Victoria's trying to say here. Let's attack one of our own. I'm attacking him because he assaulted somebody.
Right.
End of story.
Right.
And everybody's like, well, he hasn't been tried in court for it. And it's like, it doesn't fucking matter. This is not a criminal proceeding. This is a cult of... Not cult. I almost made a fucking Freudian slip there. This is a court of public opinion. I personally won't have anything to fucking do with the guy anymore. No. I'm not stating to other people, hey, you shouldn't be talking to Dave Silverman. You shouldn't be watching any of his stuff. But I'm just going to remind you, someone said that he sexually assaulted her. And if that's cool with you, that's great. You can keep watching Dave Silverman. Just kindly escort yourself off our fucking channel. Don't come around and be like, well, I'm a better atheist than you because I think Dave Silverman did some good stuff and I'm gonna believe him over the person that's accusing him. It's like,
although, I mean, you will note that we never actually did say that he didn't ever do good stuff or that what he did do erases good things he did.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. His book is still important out there. Fighting God is still a good book.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a scale. It's not like, you did bad, so now all of the good stuff doesn't count.
Yeah, there's this concept of separating an artist from their art.
Right.
If everybody in this fucking world has done something that's either problematic or would get them in trouble with somebody else. H.P. Lovecraft, horrible fucking racist, and sometimes it comes through in his writing. But he still wrote really good stories. It's like Heinlein. Heinlein was a fucking fascist apologist kind of guy. He liked fascism. I still like Starship Troopers. I still like The Moon is a Harsh Mistress. I like the stories. I like good writing. But at the same time, I'm going to go, yeah, this person was a shitty guy. I'm not going to be a huge fan of theirs, but I'm going to say I like this book. Because you can like a book and you can like a picture and you can like a movie without having to support the person that made it.
Right.
You can separate it from their art. Anyway, fuck you, Victoria. Seriously. There's my inflated sense of righteousness.
Right.
Guess what?
We do have that inflated sense of righteousness.
Guess what, Victoria? We're better than you. We've got more subscribers. That's how it works in this world, remember?
Really, all it is we're just being fucking consistent.
Yeah. Come up with anybody else that comes out with the same shit, and I'm going to do it as well. Hated Donald Trump for fucking ever because of the shit that he did in his past. You know, everybody's like, well, why don't you give him a chance? No, he had a chance in the 80s. He fucking abused his wife. There's just so much other shit that people are just willing to hand wave away because they're like, okay, well, there's not definitive proof of, you know, this. There's no picture of him raping somebody or him sexually assaulting somebody. Therefore, I'm not going to believe it. You know?
If that's your standard, then how are you ever going to hold someone accountable for it?
Yeah, my kid comes home from school and says somebody punched her in the mouth. I'm going to pretend to believe somebody assaulted my kid instead of just going, well, let me see. Do you have a fat lip? No, okay, you don't have a fat lip. It didn't happen. Like, okay, let's work on fixing the problem. And the problem isn't if the kid's lying or the other kid did something. It's the fucking violence that happens. That's what we're fucking mad about, is that somebody that we thought was a person on our team that talked about feminism quite a bit in his writings and talked about how important it is to the atheist movement, to come and find out that he's a fucking someone that's willing to sexually assault somebody else because he thought it was okay because he was famous. Fuck out of here with that.
Yeah, you know? That's pretty much what it came down to. And yeah, no, not okay.
It's the same people that go, oh, well, the reason I sexually assaulted her was because I had too much to drink. Fuck you. You know how much... Doesn't matter how much alcohol I drink in one sitting, it's never going to turn me into a rapist. It's never going to turn me into a murderer. It's not going to... I'm not going to be the clothes-off naked guy dancing on a table when I drink too much kind of stuff.
Well, scratch that off the list. Get credit.
I mean, it all depends what I'm drinking, but anyway, let's just put it that way. It's not going to cause somebody to sexually assault somebody. That's what's inside you. The fame went to your head, yes, and you thought that you could get away with stuff like this because you were Dave fucking Silverman, American atheist. I've been on Fox News. Instead, you come to find out that, oh, you're not famous enough for that. And that's what the Me Too movement is showing a lot of people, is that it doesn't matter how fucking famous you are or how famous you think you are. Your reckoning will come one day or another.